I'm still trying to figure out how my migration and how my ancestry, how my landing here relates to reconciliation, and so it's like a continual unpacking. Like my mother, you know, went to get a physical because they were planning to migrate to Canada, so it was in the Philippines actually that she had discovered that I was pregnant. And then so in her womb, migrating here in her belly, and then being born here, it's one of those things that I think that you're not like naturally born feeling somewhat displaced. And so you're always like trying to understand like your place or your sense of belonging, and also like the deeper connection to your own ancestral roots, and trying to like come back to that place. Because I think that it's, you know, when you're here and you're submerged or immersed in a culture that is not your own, not the one that you grew up with, you know, because I grew up with all my like traditional foods, you know, hearing my language from my, you know, my ancestral trunk from my parents and my siblings. So when I think about the Indigenous people here, and when I think about reconciliation, what's happening for the Indigenous people here, I think about how do you bridge your understanding of your own cultural practices and traditions, and then that of what is already happening on the land, and then finding a way to like respect both those pieces, and then at the same time discover your own identity and like what that looks like. I am Mutya Macatumpag, and I am a queer Filipino woman, made in the Philippines and born on the unceded Coast Salish territories. I'm an interdisciplinary artist. I do movement, music, theater, and visual arts. I combine those things to tell a story. And also, I live in the world of leadership and empowerment, and empowering people through the arts. So that's the hugest piece. Well, you know, if you're interested in like seeing like creative ways that audience can come into a play that is about real life issues and like change the way that story unfolds, that is beautiful, that's powerful. Because then what it does, it also expands our own personal toolbox and being like, that is a possibility, that is a way of being able to potentially do something. If you want to come and see creativity at its most innovative, you know, state, I think that that would be a great reason to come see the play, as well as to learn about the stories of the characters that are going to be played in this form, and yeah, to see what's possible, to see and have a conversation, you know, and a dialogue around reconciliation and what that means for Indigenous and non-Indigenous people. So.